The following video will show you how to properly install the Guru Super Kit. Verify that the surfaces are solid, level, and clean. Start by hydrating the substrate with a wet sponge. Directionally apply premium modified thin set to the walls using a 1/8 by 1/8 square notch trowel. Place the water stop membrane onto the wall, cutting around any valves or penetrations. Embed the membrane using a drywall knife, removing any air bubbles, working from the center out to the edges. Continue the membrane application on the adjacent walls using the same method as before, overlapping the previous one by at least 2 inches. Continue the membrane installation process until all of the walls are complete. Ensure the water stop membrane is properly adhered by peeling back a corner, ensuring full coverage. Next, install the mixing valve seal by applying thin set where it will be placed and embed the seal into the thin set, following the same method used for the water stop membrane. Lastly, embed the pipe seal around any penetrations, following the same steps as before. To install the pre-sloped shower tray, first cut it to size using a razor blade, ensuring a perfect fit. Use the heavy-duty shower tray template to mark where the drain flange will go, then cut the 7.5-inch hole in the subfloor. Measure down from the bottom of the outside perimeter of the drain connector to the subfloor. This is the length of pipe that needs to be removed. Check that the pipe is 1 3/8 inches below the subfloor surface, adjusting the pipe accordingly. Glue the drain flange to the pipe using primer and the correct adhesive, keeping in mind that the gray connector is PVC and the black connector is ABS. Secure the drain flange to the floor with 4 screws, ensuring it is flat, level, and flush with the subfloor. Clean the backside of the pan with a damp sponge and apply thin set using the flat side of a trowel, filling all of the channels. It is important to be sure that no thin set comes in contact with the sealing area in the center of the pan. Clean and hydrate the subfloor with a damp sponge, then directionally apply thin set to the shower subfloor with a 1/4 by 1/4 square notch trowel, extending from the drain to the perimeter. Set the pan in place, ensuring it is fully seated around the drain flange. Walk on the pan from the center out to the perimeter to ensure proper embedding. Lift the edge of the water stop membrane and apply a thick, continuous bead of WS sealant to the sealing area and press it by hand to ensure full coverage. Leave the excess sealant and place the clamping ring on the drain flange and tighten it until it's locked in place and flush with the shower pan. Remove the excess sealant and place the drain housing into the connector. The next step is installing the curb. Apply thin set to the subfloor, the edge of the shower tray, and the walls where the curb will be placed. Then apply thin set to the base and sides of the curb with the flat side of the trowel. Ensure the slope faces inward, pointing the arrows toward the shower pan, then set the curb into place and remove any excess thin set. Once the first curb is installed, install the second curb. Measure the distance between the first curb and the wall to ensure a perfect fit. Cut the curb to size with a handsaw or power saw, first cutting through the membrane layer with a razor blade, then follow the same installation steps as the first curb. Lastly, use the water stop band to seal the joint between the 2 curbs. Now install the inside and outside corners. Apply thin set using a 1/8 by 1/8 square notch trowel and embed the corners with a finishing knife or the flat side of the trowel. Use the water stop banding along the perimeter if the overlap was cut. Apply thin set to the area and embed the banding, ensuring the corners are tight and the overlap is at least 2 inches. If the overlap remains intact, apply thin set to the wall and secure the overlap. The Grate system allows you to easily adjust the drain height by adding or removing spacers to match the tile thickness. Each spacer adds 1/8 inch. The drain housing can also be flipped for additional height flexibility. Always ensure that the spacers are positioned correctly with the inside teeth facing down. Once the desired height is set, embed the spacers and drain body in thin set and position it accurately onto the drain housing. Install the drain and the included drain cover. This cover will remain until the end of the installation. Install the tile so that it is flush with the drain cover. Once the tile is set, you can begin grouting. Grout directly over the drain cover. Once the grout is set, clean everything up and remove the cover. Now choose your favorite grate color and install by simply setting the grate onto the drain. Your shower installation is now complete, ready for use, and will last a lifetime.